Hey guys, it's been a while. I am on Justin's phone because there's phone drama and I'll get to that in a second. This is going to be a one take and I'm just going to upload it to my YouTube directly from his phone. So the very first thing we'll talk about is Jackson. Jackson got his shots last Thursday. And then let me think about this. Yesterday was diarrhea. The day before was 3 poops. The day before that was 2. So in the beginning of this week, like earlier in the week, he started with, so what would that be? Wednesday? He started with having like 2 poops and I was like, that's really weird. Is that shocking? I was like, that's really weird because he never poops more than once a day. And then the next day he had 3 poops and they were just a little looser and I was like, okay. So then yesterday I went to my surgeon's office and he's never had a blowout, but he had his first blowout. It barely got on his clothes. Thank God those Honest diapers contained it. When I took the diaper off, it was like sludge. I was having to carry it like a bowl over to the trash can. This little old lady in the doctor's office bathroom was trying to help me. It was like a mess. And then after that, he had another blowout. And then he basically was having diarrhea with every single diaper change. Okay, and so that was Friday. Thursday night, his GERD was horrible. We were both crying. He was screaming in agony for an hour and a half. We called the emergency line for the pediatrician. We had to give him extra bump in his backup medicine. It was heartbreaking. So then the next day is when he got diarrhea. And we didn't know what was going on. I had done back and forth with the pediatrician's nurse. And because he didn't have fever, they were like, saying that it was just bacterial in his gut, like make sure we go through and like resanitize all his bottles, which we do like once a week and all this stuff. And they're like, because he doesn't have fever. Well, I was using one of those head things you put on their head, and I just didn't trust it because sometimes I put it on myself and it says it's like 95 degrees and I'm like, that does not sound right. So I was like, I don't trust it. He feels hot. So when I went took his temperature, it was 100.1. And so I called the after hours line and I paid $25 to be patched through and talk to his actual doctor. And after talking to her, and now he has fever and all this stuff, she basically said he was having the rotavirus that they get vaccinated for. Is it the oral one they give him? In some cases, some kids get a mild rotavirus from it. So basically the vaccine gave him the rotavirus. Yeah, it gave him the rotavirus. So he has the rotavirus, but it's milder than if he got like the full-on thing. So we're watching him. The pediatrician told us everything to watch to make sure he doesn't get dehydrated. He is, he's doing okay. Like, he's still eating his bottles. Like I said, it's like mild, but every time he eats, it's like massive diarrhea. And today he started throwing up with it too. His fever's gone up today too, so he's doing Tylenol. Baby, will you take him so I can finish this? Because I'm trying to do a one take. Go see Dada. Go see Dada. They have him. They really don't recommend Pedialyte for babies that often, but because it's this virus that they have to be vaccinated against, it can be pretty severe. So they said if he's not dehydrated, then he doesn't need Pedialyte, but if I want to, I can give him the clear, like unsugared kind, an ounce every, few hours, offer it to him, and he hates it. Like, he's been drinking it, like here and there, but he does not like the taste of it. I don't blame him. It has like a weird, like I've had Pedialyte. That used to be my hangover cure, and it has like a weird saline-y taste to me. I've never liked it either, but he can't have a lot of that because that can imbalance their electrolytes, but he's getting that occasionally. He hasn't become dehydrated yet. We keep checking like his eyes, his mouth, like you check to make sure they're not getting dry. He's still eating a lot, but he's just cranky and sick and diarrhea and vomit. So we didn't go to swimming today. We're gonna have to reschedule later in the week. She doesn't really, because he basically, with having the virus, she says it's like he's a newborn again. He basically has no immune system. So he can't be, she said later in the week, this coming week, he could probably go to swimming because he's in chlorine the whole time and he doesn't actually come in contact with other babies. There's only like one other baby he does lessons with. So we'll probably make up a class later in the week. But for now, we just canceled it because, I mean, obviously he's going to get diarrhea in the pool and I don't want him exerting himself when he doesn't feel good. So that's what's going on with Jackson. Oh my God. So with me, I have a small tumor. It's not the first time I've had one of these. I don't know why it happens. I could feel it starting during my pregnancy. Like I could feel it. They grow like under my skin, not like right under the skin, but in kind of the fat or the muscle or wherever it's growing. It's weird. This is TMI, but I've had one on my stomach, which was strange to have like this tumor growing right like under your skin and a little under the fat. I could just feel it. It felt like a knot. And then I would mess with it so much. I like agitated it. And the one on my stomach got this big infection and there was this line going up to my heart, like through my stomach that time, the first one I had, because I was like, I thought like it was like, I don't know, like some kind of cyst or something. And I would like squeeze at it and pull at it and I ended up irritating it. So that was the first one I had. That one was like a major, holy crap. The next one I had was kind of on my, and this is where this one is too. It's extremely painful because of where it's at. It's kind of like on my butt, but like on my panty line at the same time, like right near my inner thigh, like right where your panty line would hit. So I had one that grew on the left side and it got really big before I actually had it taken care of. The surgeons removed it. Every time they've come back without cancer, like non-cancerous. So during the end of my pregnancy, I started feeling a knot under my skin again on the other side. And I was like, what the hell? So I just ignored it because I couldn't have surgery with being pregnant with him. Like I couldn't risk that. So I ignored it after I had him too, until it's gotten so big that it's uncomfortable to walk. It's like rubs my underwear and they literally have no idea why. Like maybe it's because my blood cells are so off and jacked up right now that they're creating an abnormal cell mass, which is basically what a tumor is. So yesterday when I called the surgeon recently, set up an appointment, and I thought it'd be like a month out, and they're like, no, we need to see you now because the surgeries are at least 3 weeks out. The first time they tried to plan my surgery, they planned it for Halloween. I was like, no, I am not missing my baby's first Halloween because it's an operation. It's outpatient, meaning I will go home that day, but I do get put to sleep. I have the surgery. I have to go into recovery, make sure I'm okay, and then they'll let Justin take me home. So I'm not too worried about it, only because the other two came back as non-cancerous. So I'm not too stressed about it. My surgeon's not too stressed about it because the other two came back as like, you know, non-cancerous. So the last two are larger than a marble. I don't even know how big this one is. But so that's that. My surgery is scheduled for like the first week in November. So I think, yeah. So then that's that surgery thing I was talking about. That was going on there. The phone drama. Okay, we're already at 8 minutes. The phone drama, my phone is Note 4 and it sucks balls. It just sucks so bad. We called, this is like the third time they've had to replace it. Every time it starts acting crazy things. Your SIM's card missing. This is happening. It just crashes. It types its own stuff. It just acts crazy. And then eventually it dies and like it just like last time it just like, it just crashed in the middle of a text and we couldn't turn it back on. It fried itself. I lost everything on it. So now I back this phone up. Well, T-Mobile, it's still under a warranty, right? Because this phone's not even a year old. The last time that happened was Christmas. And here we are in October and it's starting again. And I was like, I'm not waiting till it fries itself again. So T-Mobile says Samsung has these on back order. I guess because they're constantly having to replace these phones for people. So Justin, like finally after they said it would be here within 5 days and it didn't get here, he called them. They said it's still on back order. So he told them, my wife, we have a baby and she could not be without a phone because my phone, I can use it to call and text, but it's constantly SIM's card missing, rebooting, Like, he's like, this is unacceptable. And they won't trade it for something that's what? The same, what is it called?
Comparable.
Yeah, they won't. I asked them, can you just give me something comparable? Like, I don't want this phone anymore. It's awful. You keep having to replace it. Like, how does that make sense? You keep having to replace this phone anyway, and they won't do it. T-Mobile doesn't do that anymore. So Justin basically went ape shit on them, like, this is unacceptable. We have an infant. My wife has to be able to have a phone in case of emergency. So they're like, we're going to send you a phone and till the phone comes off back order. He's like, what? Then I bring the phone to T-Mobile when I pick up the new one. They're like, no, you can have that phone. I guess because they just plan on this being an issue until this phone's paid off, which I wish it was, because I would get rid of this phone. But it's not paid off yet. So they were like, no, you can keep that phone. And we're like, what? So what they're shipping me is a... Oh, he's got another blowout. You got that, Dad? Okay, so they're shipping me something called the Samsung Prime, right?
Galaxy Prime.
Galaxy Prime. I don't know if that's like a basic ass white girl of Samsung Galaxy phones. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know how it's going to video. I don't know anything. And that won't get here till Monday. So I'm going to be putting out videos for you guys, but they're going to be like videos on my other camera, not vlogs, just like videos I've recorded. I am going to record what I got him for Christmas video tomorrow. So like that will probably come out. I just don't know the quality of what's coming to me. And as soon as I do, I will, update you guys. But like vlogging every day is an issue because hopefully the new phone's camera will be fine and I can just start vlogging on that for now. But I'll know more Monday and I will give you guys some kind of update Monday or Tuesday, but for now I will throw some other videos up for you guys. So that's the update I just want to give you. I just meant it to be a one take, and I'm gonna upload this now, and I will see you guys in my next video. Okay, bye.